guys, now that I have done my, eyeshadow palette collection declutter, well, not just my eyeshadow, all of my makeup, everything feels kind of new to me again, and it's super exciting to me. And so I figured you might be seeing some get ready with me's, coming up here. Well, I know I just did one that you will have seen before this, and this one, and I'm trying to get some pre-recording done because of different vacation things we have going on and whatever. So things you'll be seeing them probably way after the fact. Like today is Saturday, June 11th. Tomorrow is my 23rd wedding anniversary, so I'm super excited. But tonight we're going out to eat with my best friend Anne and our friend Terry, and so that's gonna be super fun. And so I thought I would just get ready with you guys. And iMethod reached out to me again and asked if I would like to try out one of their plumping lip glosses. And I was like, yes, please, because I've seen other people try them, and I love, I don't like to be influenced by what anybody else thinks of our product. I want to see it for myself and see what I think of it. And so I've watched some people's, but some people's I haven't yet, because I watched those like a while back. But since I knew I was getting it, I haven't been watching, because I'm like, I want to wait and just get it, try it for myself, see what I think, that kind of thing. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take a before picture with nothing on my lips. And then we're going to go ahead and put this on. And then at the end or whatever, I will take another picture and we'll see, what we see. So I'm going to go ahead and take that picture because I meant to do it before I did this. Okay, be right back. Okay, so this is number 776. This is what their packaging looks like, which I think is really cute. And Power On Plumping Lip Gloss is what it's called. It says Power On the side here. And it says, note, you may experience a slightly intense tingle that can last up to 5 to 10 minutes. Apply only within perimeter of lips. If applied on skin, a temporary redness may occur. If any discomfort is present, remove and discontinue use. Keep away from children. You don't want your small children rubbing this all over their lips, because, they don't just put it on their lips, it's everywhere. So anyway, let me pull this out. I love the packaging. Kind of looks familiar to another popular lip product. And so it's really nice. So this says Plump, Fill, Lift. And so the sugar, oh my goodness, the shade, the color is actually, what is it called? I knew what it was. I think I said sugar because in my mind it's something about sugar. I don't know why it doesn't say it on here, because they had me, on the website, it shows the actual colors. So I'll put on the screen what the actual color name is. And yeah. Now, admittedly, I have actually used this 3 or 4 times. So I already know kind of how this goes. But so let me go ahead and put it on. I love the color I chose. It is definitely my type of gloss color. Now initially, already now that I put it on my lips, I'm starting to feel like a tingly feeling. I don't know who would put this on and think, oh, this is just way too intense for my lips. It's not like that. It's actually, to me, almost feels cool instead of like a hot tingling. I forgot to smell it. It doesn't really have much of a smell. And I don't find it to be uncomfortable at all. So I actually think it feels kind of good. And so that is what we're looking like. So we'll leave that on there while I do the rest of my makeup. Okay, so now we are going to get into everything. Let's go ahead and just get some, I already have my moisturizer on. It's the Sephora, it's like a mattifying moisturizer. I've showed it before and things. I'll show you. Because it's that time of year, kids, and my oily face, oh goodness, it's been rough. So that definitely helps as my, I use it basically as a moisturizer primer before I put on my makeup, my skin tint or whatever. So that is what I am using. And then I thought we would do the eyes first. And I'm so excited. I know you already saw in the title, but I'm going to be using my Natasha Denona Sunset palette, or Sunrise palette today. Looks like this. These are the shades. It's just, oh, it's so beautiful. And I'm thinking kind of an orangey gold lid. And then I'm thinking this purple ran under my lower lash line. That's what I'm thinking. So I pulled out a bunch of my purple liners. so that I can see what might, you know, go nicely with it to doing my waterline. So that's kind of where I'm going. So I'm going to be quiet while I do the eyeshadow part because, you know, otherwise it takes a really long time. But yeah, and then we'll chat a little bit while I'm doing like my other face makeup and that kind of thing.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go.
I'm just gonna take a clean brush now and just kind of buff out after I put that shimmer on. And I'm trying to decide, it's funny, I'm actually just gonna take that carnelian color again and just tap it a little thicker at the outer edge. I always feel like or have felt like I need to do something dark at the outer edge of my eye, and lately I've been kind of liking not doing that. I mean, I still like doing it too, but I've also done quite a few looks where I don't add like a lot of depth out there, and I actually really like it, and I feel like it looks really good for summer. Like if you want more of like a bright, fresh look, it's not so heavy. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. I've just been trying different things and discovering that I kind of was in a rut, and I kind of knew that, but yeah, I'm just enjoying this. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. Happy with that. And let's just get into my face here. So I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I've got, this one is tan medium deep, and this one is light medium, and I like to do mostly this, but then mix with a tiny bit of that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use a little bit of this Tarte Shape Tape. It's in light medium, so 29N, and just got a few spots I like to conceal. And right now I do have one little blemish right here. I don't know why that's doing that. I'm too old for zits. I guess there's one right there too. It's like, haha, just when you think. And then I'm just gonna do a tiny bit right here. And right here. And then I just use my fingers, or a finger too. Just kind of blend that in on the places where, like my chin and nose tend to be more red, so that's what I like to do there. But I am very minimal with my concealer because I don't know, because I am, because I don't feel like I need to be heavier with it. So, as I mentioned, we are going out to eat with my best friend Anne and her friend Terry. We have so much fun with them. We just like crack up the whole time. We are a very sarcastic bunch, and it's just super fun. And so excited to go do that. And before we meet them for dinner though, Brian and I are gonna go. I had got my mother-in-law a shirt for her birthday, but it ended up not being the right size, so I'm gonna take it back. Hopefully I can get her the same one. If not, I'll just look for something else, because she's like, I always like what you pick out for me, so if you can't get the same thing, like, I know I'll like whatever else you pick out. So she doesn't like to shop, so she loves that I started buying her clothes a few years ago. And I kind of did it thinking, I don't know, not everybody wants you to buy clothes for them. Like, I know my mom's taste and stuff like that, so like, or my sister's, so we do buy stuff, you know, clothes for each other. But a lot of people just are not real into that. But she was so thrilled. And my father-in-law even sent me a picture of her in the shirt, one shirt that I had gotten her, and was like, this looks so nice on her, and whatever. So I was like, oh, yay. So she was like, oh, yeah, I'm happy to have you, you know, pick out clothes for me because I don't like to shop and I don't even know what to get. So, so that was, you know, that's fun. So I'll go back, see if I can't find the same thing. I'll look for something else. So that's fun too, because it just means more shopping. Yeah. Okay. I mean, granted, it's not for me, but shopping for other people is super fun too. And then I'm just going to use my Coty Airspun, tried and true, because I keep trying other stuff. And then I'm like, oh, I'm such an oily mess. Not that I don't get oily with this too, but not nearly like with other things that I keep trying. So like some of the other stuff works fine for me in the winter, but not right now. No. So and actually yesterday I like over powdered because, well, on accident, because I had dumped too much, and I always just like dump some in the lid, and I had done like way too much. But then I just kept piling it on. My face did not get very oily, and that was from, I had that makeup on from like 4 to 11. So like 7 hours, and it looked good. So I'm like, well, maybe I just need to crazy over powder. So that's what I'm gonna do. So we are just powdering it up, especially right in this area right here, because oh my goodness, it's so oily. So that's that. And then I'm trying to put my powder lid on top of my color switch. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay. I have this habit of when I am doing my makeup, I put everything back as I use it. I try not to do that on camera, so I'm not turning around constantly, but it's such a habit, I keep doing it. So I might just do it because that's what I do. I don't know, I just like it better. It's like then I'm cleaning up as I go, so I don't just have a mass of stuff in front of me, and I don't know. That's how I like to do it when I cook too. So I'm going to use my little NARS Laguna bronzer because I haven't used that in a while, and I know it's something that I like. And I'm, you know, trying to utilize my collection better. Things that I had been neglecting. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like my collection feels like new to me again. It's exciting and fun because I'm like, oh yeah, I have this. I'm gonna use that one today, you know, kind of thing. And what's the point of having a bunch of different stuff if you just use the same thing all the time? Kind of dumb. So I am thoroughly enjoying utilizing things that I have not been. So that is super fun. So aside from, so I have to go to TJ Maxx to exchange that shirt. And then other than that, we've decided that we've been in our house for 11 years. We were thinking about, you know, in a few years, we'll have our house paid off in like 3 years. So we were thinking about like moving or something, but we also had toyed with the idea of like just adding an addition on this house because we do like where we're at and everything. Just like planting more trees and stuff like that. And so we kind of decided that makes the most sense for us because we don't need more house. We just want a great room so that we have a big space for like, you know, our kids and grandkids and stuff to be able to all be here together. And because our like living area right now is just not very big. So once you get, you know, a few more people than just, you know, like our family, it gets to be just overwhelming. And so, and plus I really want a real fireplace again because at our last house we had one and I love it. And so that's kind of a big part of it too. So yeah, so we've been talking about that. Well, so we decided, we're like, you know, because, you know, we're itching for something different. Like, obviously we're not going to start that addition and stuff until probably the house is paid off. And so we were like, well, what can we do now to kind of just refresh things, you know, but not spend much money because we have a kid getting married next year and our youngest will be graduating. So it's going to be kind of an expensive year. And I'm going to use my Moira Signature Ombre Blush in Morning Sunrise. And these are crazy pigmented. Like if you get these, I'm not kidding. I'm going to go kind of in this area over here. Like, you better be careful because you'll get more than you bargained for real quick if you don't. Anyway, so we decided we would like to do something that's not super expensive, but will make a big impact. So we decided we're going to start painting the rooms some different colors. So our kitchen it's called Lucky Penny, and I love the color. And it's so funny because my son Riley was like, oh good, we're gonna get rid of this orange. My son Asher was like, no, I like the orange. And I'm like, I love the orange. Like, I have thoroughly enjoyed having our kitchen and stuff that color, and it goes down our hallway. However, it's just, like I said, it's time for a change, just a little refresh. And I think too, because the hallway down there's not like windows, because it's to the bedrooms and bathroom and laundry room. It really darkens that hallway and makes it feel closed in. And so I'm like, I think it would just open things up. And even the kitchen, like the kitchen and dining area is really good size. It's the biggest area in the house, obviously. But it's, you know, it'll appear even bigger once we change and lighten the color. So I'm thinking like a cream kind of color, but leaning more toward like a tan a little bit. I don't want anything yellowish. I do not want yellow or anything like peachy toned or anything like that. So so today we are also gonna go and get a bunch of, like, you know, the paint sample things and stuff to be able to start kind of looking into what we want to do there. Okay, and then I'm going to use for my highlight the JCat Beauty Luxe Pro Powder Pearl Luminizer. This stuff is so pretty. And I'm gonna go like this. Just tip it over real fast. It gets on the top here, which I'm not gonna use that. My face is in it, so you can't even tell. What is in this cap is more than I will need, pretty much. It goes a really long way, but it's so natural and pretty. So I'm just gonna dab my brush, blow it off, and put that on. Hopefully you can see it just creates a very pretty glow. I love it. Jessica Braun raves about this. I had seen her, well, definitely over a year ago talking about it, but she was just even talking about it in a video the other day too. Like things that are still like favorites because they're just so good. And like she said, she'll have this like for the rest of her life and beyond, because like seriously, you need such a small amount. It's like, I don't know how you would ever get through that whole entire thing. Like, I can probably pass it down to grandkids and great grandkids. Not really, but nobody's going to want my old highlight. But get it in all the places that I like. And it's just so like natural, glowy. Yeah. I'm gonna get just a little bit more here. Go over my cheeks again one last time. I like to kind of frame my eyes, basically, is how I do it. So I don't get down too far on my cheeks and not like in the middle of my forehead because I get so oily. But so that is what I do with that. Usually after I get the cap on, I kind of blow around the edges because some kind of sneaks out over there. I blow on all my makeup all the time and my brushes. It's just, I can't help it. It's what I do. Now for my brows, I am just going to use my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in Neutral Brown because this one I'm kind of trying to use up, and then I'll start using some other. I still have 2 backups of this though. Usually as soon as I run out of one, I buy another one, so I kind of always have 2 backups, because if they ever stop making this, I'm going to be very sad. It's like $3 and it's just the perfect pencil for me. Like the width of it, I like a little bit thicker. Like this, it's not thick, but it's thicker. I don't like the micro ones. To me, they just make it feel like it takes too long to do my brows, and brows aren't really the most exciting part of makeup for me. However, they're pretty essential, because if your brows look wonky, it kind of throws everything off. But I have a very minimal approach to what I do with my brows. I basically just want to fill in the bald spots and call it good. I'm not trying to create some, you know, over exaggerated shape or anything like that. So I'm like good with just a brow pencil that's a little thicker like this, and you know, I can work fast with it. Because that's the thing, it just takes me too long with those micro brow pencils. And sometimes too, I find for some reason, I guess probably too because I'm used to working with this one, I will have like very noticeable, like when I first start with the micro pencil, it's like I do it too dark or something. I don't know. It's, which, I mean, that's a user thing. That has nothing to do with the pencil, but I'm just saying. I just like this particular pencil, the thickness of it and the formula. It's not super creamy, but it's not dry either. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it is good. It stays put. I've never had issues with it like smudging around on my face or anything. So what more could you ask for, right? And then I just kind of brush to see if there's anything that I missed. Get right back in this section right here. I have a little bald area right here. And I've got a colorless mole that likes to push down my brow hairs in that area. It drives me nuts. So that seems pretty good to me. Doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. And then I like to take the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in brunette. This is what this one is. But what I do with it is I take it out and then I wipe the wand down so there's like very little product on it. There's eyebrows all over it. And then I just take and lightly put it through just to hold the brow hairs in place. And then the color from it, usually if I have anywhere that like I didn't get perfect with the pencil, it kind of fills it in. So that works out perfect. So my brows are in place for the day, because I don't like when I don't have something in my brows to keep them from getting wonky, because they definitely will. So that's that. It's a very simple brow routine. Now I'm going to take my Urban Decay All Nighter and I'm going to go ahead and set my face. Love this stuff. Sorry, bumped you. I'm going to get my little fan. And when you're getting ready and it's hot, this is like the most fabulous part of getting ready. So good. Okay, this thing is awesome. This is actually, I still have it on the stand, but you use like just, it's got a USB cable, so you charge it. And this is the second, so this is the highest off. It's like low, medium, high, and off. Okay, you guys, I charged this last year and it still is running on that same charge. I mean, granted, I don't use it like every day, but still, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty impressive. So, love it. Before I finish my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and take a picture of my lips because this has been sitting on here now for quite a bit, and so that we can look at the before and after at the end. Okay, picture taken. I will say, and we'll see when we look at the picture too, I don't notice a plumping effect. I didn't with the last lip plumpers that I got from them either. I do feel that feeling and stuff, but I don't necessarily notice that it plumps my lips. However, I do already have fairly, you know, a decent amount of volume to my lips anyway, and the color of this gloss is just amazing. I absolutely love it. So even if it doesn't like actually plump my lips, I feel like it just makes them look very, you know, shiny and juicy. So I'm down with that. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up these eyes. And yeah, I think I'll be quiet so that yeah, it's not so long. So let's do it.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
And this is the finished look. So I'm so happy about it. Love the way that I'm so glad things turned out the way that I had kind of envisioned them being on my eyes. Again, like I said, you know, my typical go-to is always to put something dark at the outer corners. What is my problem? I cannot speak. At the outer corners. And, but I haven't been doing that, and I feel like it just gives a much lighter look for summer. So I am loving that. I decided to go with the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner in Vivid in my waterline. I think it complements that Aster shade that I put under my lower lash line just perfectly. And again, I just used that Carnelian and, what's this one? Citrine on, you know, Carnelian at the outer edge, Citrine towards the center. And then I used agate, or agate, I don't know how you say that, on the lid, and just a super simple look. But I'm going to come up and show it to you because you can't get the full effect until I come up close. My throat just made a noise, so if you heard that, that's what it does. So that is what I have going there, and I really like it. I'll come up so you can really see that, you know, so you can really see all my pores and wrinkles. It'll be great. But no, to see that agate, or not agate, Aster underneath the lower lash line. I am loving it. Let me know what you guys think. I can't wait to hear. I love the look of this gloss. I will actually, and the tingling stops pretty quickly. I mean, it does not last long at all. I'm going to pop a little bit more of it on. I mean, look at how pretty it is. I had a feeling this shade would be my perfect shade because I definitely go for those more, you know, goldy neutral kind of glosses. And this shade does not disappoint at all. I think it's beautiful. So even if it doesn't like super plump my lips, it does make them look amazing. So that is good enough for me. So thank you so much, iMethod, for sending this out to me. I am going to go ahead and we will insert the before and after picture here. And, you know, we can look and see if you think it does look plumper or if it maybe just looks plumper because of the glossiness. Whatever the case may be, I like the way it feels. I like the way it looks. So that's good. All right. So now I am off to go exchange a shirt at TJ Maxx, pick out some paint samples, which I'm super excited about, and then head out to dinner with our friends. And yeah, and then tomorrow is our anniversary. We're gonna camp in the driveway. That sounds hilarious, but we just got our travel trailer from my in-laws, and so we're gonna go ahead and get it set up because Father's Day weekend we were camping at my parents' house, so I like to get everything all cleaned out and freshened up and everything because I clean it really good in the fall before we put it away. But you know, you need to refresh when you get it back out in the spring. And so I'm gonna clean it all out, and then my husband and I are gonna hang out there in the evening and have our coffee and play games, and we'll sleep out there, and just, it'll be like our little getaway for our anniversary because we're trying to do things real cheap. And then on Monday, we are going to go to our favorite outdoor mall and just, you know, go out to eat and just watch people and their dogs and stuff, and at the mall. It's just a fun time. It's something we enjoy doing. Maybe we're old people. It's possible. It's possible that's happening. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and look forward to hear what you think of the look. Are you liking the more like fresh look like that without like the darkness for summer? Maybe if you're somebody who typically does a darker outer corner, try not doing it and see what you think. Because at first when I did it, I felt like something was missing, like when I would look at myself. But now I'm like, no, I think I really like this. And you know, I still like to do the darkened outer corner too. I'm not saying like I'm just leaving that behind, but I'm just saying this is a great alternative too. And I feel like during the day, like, cause we're heading out during the day, for a summer day, this just feels like pretty summer day makeup to me. So I'm interested in hearing what you guys think. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.